Why over renovating your house can be a bad idea, especially when you're about to list it for sale. So there's a couple of different avenues you can go down here, and we have things from a house that is completely original, to the doors, to the doorknobs, to cabinets, to bathrooms, to that wood paneling that we see on the walls, especially very popular in the 70s. And so you also have homes where maybe one bathroom has been done, or maybe the kitchen has been done, but those other things are still original. So you really want to be careful about going down this huge rabbit hole of renovations, because it almost gets into a can of worms where you open one thing and then you've got to do something else, or the house starts becoming really mismatched in its nature. So maybe you have doors that have been updated, but the flooring is like a really heavy shag purple floor, and then that looks weird. And what happens is buyers start questioning what you've done to the house, why you've done some things, and why you haven't done other things. Now, the best bang for your buck in terms of renovations, especially if your house is in its original condition, and I'm talking things that are, very, really dated. We have very specific styles from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Once we get into the 2000s, things kind of leveled out a little bit, and you can get away with things looking a little bit more still modern, not so dated. And that's because in those earlier decades, there was some pretty specific styles. And I think if we all remember back in the 70s, brown appliances, green appliances, that was pretty specific. Now we've gone into stainless steel. That has not gone out of fashion. It is still what everybody is looking for. So we're good there. Now, back to the renovation part of it. What you really want to do is look at, what does my house actually need? I think you are much better off to put the money into doing your roof, to upgrading your windows, your furnace, your hot water tank, all of those guts of the house that keep the house healthy and structurally sound and in good condition. That is going to give you a lot more bang for your buck, because that is the type of area where people don't want to spend money. They don't want to spend $5,000 or $6,000 on a new air conditioner. But you know what? They sure do want that air conditioning in the summertime. What they want to do are the fun things. I want to pick paint colors, and I want to pick out a new floor. But more specifically, they want to pick out something that matches their style. So you can go through an entire renovation and you're still going to tend to pick elements and decor and colors that you like, not necessarily what's going to appeal to a mass of people, which is also why show homes are so popular, and they bring in all of those emotions of the newness and the freshness, because the show homes and new construction focus on what do the majority of people want, and that's usually something bright, white, and airy. What do you do then if your home is completely dated and you want to sell it? What I would say your best approach is to really price it for market and a little bit under market. And the reason why you want to go with that strategy is you want to make your house so attractive to all the buyers out there. You're not going to get the feedback of, well, it really required a lot more work than we thought. Even though they can see the pictures and they can see all the marketing material, when they get there, it starts to sink in more. And then what they're looking at is, where's the value of my money for this home? And am I going to have enough money left over to do all those cosmetic updates that I want to do, to redo the kitchen, the paint, the flooring? I might need new blinds and replace doors, paint the doors, new hardware, all of those types of things. So you want people to look at it and think, oh my gosh, this house is such a deal. I'm going to put X amount of money into it. It is going to look amazing. I'm in a great location. Now it's worth it to me. We all have that opportunity cost of time and of capital. So you want to make sure, as a seller, if you have a dated house, that you're going to get those buyers to really see the value. Make sure that you have a good, honest conversation with your real estate agent. And if your gut is saying that maybe you're not getting the best advice, get a second opinion. talk to some other people, actually look at the market data as well and pull out where are all those listings for homes and properties that needed updates and where did they sell at and how comparable are they to my home and what do I want to do? Because taking on a major renovation right before you're selling, stressful enough selling your house, having a major renovation going on top of that is going to quadruple your stress level. And what we want to do when we're selling your home is to reduce your stress, give you the best information possible so that you can be a successful seller. If you have any questions about what to do with your home before listing, make sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.